Hey, this is Mr. Castellano, and today I will show you how to write the Common Core English Regents Task 3 essay. Yeah! So, you read the directions, and you don't understand it. But don't worry! That's why I'm here. See? I just highlighted what's important. Closely read the text, and in 2 to 3 paragraphs, you're going to identify the central idea, also known as the theme, and explain how the author uses one writing strategy to develop the theme. Here's your writing strategies here, okay? You only have to choose one. And obviously, if you've been educated in America since the 3rd grade, you know you have to use quotes to support whatever you're saying, and you know you have to write in English. Duh! So don't freak out when you read the directions. Now, alright, for my kids especially, you're going to be doing this, but you're going to be reading A Sound of Thunder. Moving on. So here is the actual August 2015 ELA Regents Task 3. You're going to closely read Dracula by Bram Stoker. And in 2 to 3 paragraphs, you're going to identify the theme of Dracula and explain how Mr. Bram Stoker uses one literary element to show the theme. It's Bram Stoker, not Bram Stoker. Use quotes, write in English. Here's Dracula. It's not that exciting, but I highlighted what's important. Okay? It's in brown. You can pause it. Read it by yourself. Page 2. You can pause it. Read it by yourself. Page 3. Now, after reading this, I know that the theme is that we fear the unknown. Now look, that's the theme that I got out of it. What's the author trying to tell the world? That we are afraid of the unknown. Because that's what theme is. Theme is what the author is trying to tell the world through his writing. Okay? And the literary element I'm going to use to show the theme is the tone of the narrator. We can tell from his tone that people fears the unknown. So, now, I'm going to reread this, but I'm going to look for lines that show that we fear the unknown. Okay? Here's a line. When I looked back after a few hours, I think I must have been mad for the time, for I behaved much as a rat does in a trap. Look, the narrator's a little mad. He feels like a rat in a trap. I would say that that tone shows that we are often afraid of what we don't know. Second page. I see words like fright. I see this phrase. All the people at Bistros and on the coach had some terrible fear for me. People were afraid for him because they knew that he was going to a place where Dracula is, and he is given a crucifix and some garlic, and the man is in a bad situation, but to quell his situation, the man says, I must find out all I can about Count Dracula, as it may help me to understand. You see how this quote shows that the author is trying to tell people that we are often afraid of what we don't know? Okay, now, let's organize this 2 to 3 paragraph response. Very important. If you're going to print out one page from this presentation, you should print this out, because this will save your behind when you're taking the Regents. It's an outline for the 2 to 3 paragraph response. All you have to do is fill it in, and that's what I'm going to start doing now with quotes from Dracula. Introduction. What's the theme? We fear the unknown. Okay? What's the literary element that shows the theme? Tone. How does the tone show the theme? Well, the fearful tone shows that people fear the unknown. Okay, I like that. There's a little rhyme to it. Now, let's outline the body paragraph. Okay? Let's explain how tone shows the theme. Well, the fearful tone shows that most people are afraid of what they don't know. I'm going to take that quote in the beginning of page 1. Okay? And I'm going to say it over here that the tone in here shows the theme. The narrator, who is feeling mad for a time and trapped as a rat, shows that we are often afraid of the unknown. Okay? I'm going to find another quote that shows the tone, which shows the theme. This quote, I must find out all I can about Count Dracula, as it may help me to understand. You can tell that the man is clearly saying that he's scared, but if he can find out all he can about Count Dracula, he can understand him, and the narrator's fear will dissipate a little. Okay? And that's all here. Alright? Now look, here's a word about outlines. You don't have to fill in every single thing. I felt like I've made my point clear. I'm going to leave this part out. Okay? Because I feel that it's a bit redundant. I don't need to summarize. This could all change when I write it though. Now, outline the conclusion. Restate the theme. We are most afraid of what we don't know. The narrator fears Dracula because the narrator does not know who Dracula is. Okay? Now, how does the tone show this theme? Well, the narrator uses words like fright, terrible, fear, and I must find out. Because if he can find out who Dracula is, he's going to feel a little more at ease. Okay? And the last part says, explain why the literary element is effective in showing the theme. I don't feel like I have to put that down. Okay? Remember, it's an outline. I'm not writing it down yet. So, let me begin to write it. I take this outline and it turned into this. Okay? Remember, be flexible when you're writing. The introduction should be at least 3 sentences and say what you're going to prove. Okay? So here's a rough draft of the introduction. Now, here's my body. I just put everything all together. Okay? The tone shows the theme. Here's a quote that shows tone, and here's how the tone shows the theme. And I did that with not just one quote, but with 2. Okay? And the conclusion. Remember, you can pause these slides. Okay? Conclusion turned to this. And after reading it and editing it, my final piece of work looks like this. And I would recommend that you do read it. Take the time to read it. I put my heart and soul into this. And you can see that, yeah, I threw in some fancy vocabulary. But more importantly, I made the point clear. My introduction says that this is the theme of the excerpt. And the author uses the tone to show the theme. And I give examples of tone used in the excerpt. And I explain how that tone shows the theme. And I end with a call to action. Look at this last sentence, okay? Stoker's emotionally descriptive words, fright and terrible fear, convey a worried tone, and the narrator's vow, I must find out, conveys a sense of hope that the narrator may become more at ease once he understands his captor. Beautiful. That's what I went to college for. So, takeaways. I'm not going to read everything, but you get the whole point. How does the author use one literary element to show the theme? You say what you're going to say, you say it, then you say what you just said. Write in the scholarly tone. Use impressive vocabulary, but more importantly, use them the right way. And improve your writing. Visit my website, MrCostello.com, and sign up for my newsletter. Once you sign up for my newsletter, I'll send you my 5-lesson course. 5 grammar lessons that you should have learned in school, but didn't, because education today is bougie. And feel free to email me if you have any questions or comments. The words of Bob Ross, happy writing, and God bless.